everyone, my name is Bryan Lipiner and welcome to the first edition of the RJ Today. This show will feature a look at our top stories from the past week, guest interviews, and a preview of what's to come for this weekend. We start with the weather. Prescott Street and other Meriden roads were flooded Wednesday evening after a severe thunderstorm passed over the area. The storm brought heavy rain and winds. Waters were so high on Prescott Street that one resident was afraid to leave their home. Harbor Brook was visibly swollen at the Meriden Green shortly after the storm. The park was constructed as a flood control project to prevent flooding in the downtown area. Before the park was built, floods in the 1990s caused millions of dollars in damage. The trial for Robert Reagan, the man accused of murdering Meriden native and reality TV star Loredana Nesci, was scheduled to begin Thursday in California. Nesci was found stabbed to death in her Redondo Beach, California home in July 2015. Her boyfriend, Robert Reagan, was charged with one count of murder with a knife 2 days after the homicide. Reagan's attorney initially claimed his client was acting in self-defense. Loredana's brother, Meriden Police Detective Sergeant Rob Nesci, said justice needs to prevail and that the family is hoping for the best. Southington Town Manager Gary Brumback told the Record-Journal earlier this week that he is leaving his post to move closer to his family in Florida. Brumback has been town manager in Southington for 7 years. Now 60, Brumback told the Record-Journal that it's just time, but also left the possibility open for applying for a municipal position in Florida. In an email Tuesday, Brumback said, "Working with Southington's amazing staff professionals, devoted elected officials, business leaders, and community members has been a true highlight of my career, and I am humbled by and grateful for this opportunity." Cumberland Farms on North Colony Road in Wallingford recently opened at the former site of the Villa Capri Banquet Hall. Villa Capri closed last summer after more than 50 years in business. It was demolished in March. Former Villa Capri owner Ralph Massey previously said it was tough to see the banquet hall go, but also said the new Cumberland Farms would be good for the community. Up next, Record Journal web producer Pete Paguaga joins us to talk about the RJ150 documentary. So we're joined by Record Journal web producer Pete Paguaga. He's going to be talking about the RJ150th documentary. Pete, how you doing today?
Good, Brian. Thank you very much for having me on today. I really appreciate it.
Happy to have you here. So Pete, take us through the idea of creating this documentary.
Well, you know, the paper, we're celebrating our 150th year, and you know, we decided to sit down with Elliot White, our president and publisher, and go through the history. You know, Elliot's been publisher, I think, close to 40 years now. And his family's on the paper for over 100 years, so he definitely knows a lot about the history. And it was nice to be able to sit down and, you know, kind of go over the history of the paper and the different monumental events from, you know, the creation of the press to the shutting down of the press to the tearing down of the building right now, and the building that we're in right now. So it was definitely nice to be able to get all of that in one, you know, central location and be able to share the history of the paper with, you know, our coverage area.
Tell us about some of the chapters of this documentary.
Well, you know, we start here in the new building, and we work our way around the new building, showing off, you know, what we have in this building now. And Elliot goes over, you know, the history of the paper from, you know, day one to right now. And you know, we show a lot of what we do here, all the new digital innovation stuff that we do. Compared to what we used to do back in the day before technology and computers and all that. So it's definitely fun to kind of see the transformation from, you know, like the 1800s to now, including, you know, when Harry Truman came and spoke on the steps of the old building on Crown Street. So,
when can we expect the documentary out?
Hopefully soon. We're in the finishing, we're in the final stages. We're doing some touch-ups, and we're really making sure that this is the best that it can possibly be to be able to share and show for years to come, not just this year.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Thanks for joining us today,
Absolutely.
Pete.
Thanks, Brian.
Up next, we'll take you through some things to do for this weekend. Have any plans for the weekend? If you're looking for something to do, we got you covered. In Meriden, the 50th annual Puerto Rican Festival will be held Sunday at Hubbard Park, beginning at noon. The event features traditional Puerto Rican food, art, and entertainment. Admission is free. A Bruce Springsteen tribute band will be playing at Bartlam Park in Cheshire Friday night as part of the town's summer concert series. The show begins at 7 p.m. at 520 South Main Street. On Sunday, the Pettit Family 5K Road Race kicks off in Plainville at 9 a.m. The race, which benefits the Pettit Family Foundation, will be held at Plainville High School. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Friday.